Let's see how many people off up in here.
Everybody, probably away now because they don't have to worry about being secluded and isolated. They out and about.
Is that good?
I think so. Look. Yeah.
Hi.
Why you ain't got them on screen? No? Can't do it.
What's up, you guys? How y'all doing on a Saturday night?
It is Saturday.
How we doing, y'all? We just come here to chit chat.
In America,
Maybe
the future belongs to him.
Maybe we can get some Q&As in. What's up, Lee? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. That's Lee. Say hey, hey, hey.
Is that a man or a woman?
He doesn't know.
I'm just asking.
Hey. Hello. I just started watching y'all a few weeks ago. I love you guys. Oh, well, hi. Oh, let me see. Shakara Wilson. Is that how you pronounce it? Shakara. What's up, Camille? How are you, beautiful?
Shahara.
Is it Shahara? Shakara?
It could be Sakara.
She said close.
Sahara. Is it Sahara?
Sakara?
Is the C silent?
Sakara? Sahara?
Shara.
Okay.
What you got the C in there for?
Her mama gave her the C.
The C throw everybody off. Take the C out the name and just, you know.
She said, yeah.
Take the C out the name.
Her mama put the C. That's like my name. It has a CH in there, and it sounds like an S. Marshall.
Well, you know.
And people want to call it Marshall. Like, no.
People want to call you Marshall? Oh, yeah, well, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Marshall, but it's really Marshall. Like, why did you put a C and not an SH?
What kind of people? What kind of people? Okay.
What do you mean?
Any kind. You know where I'm going at.
I don't know what you're doing.
You know what I'm talking about.
No.
Come here, Barker.
Come here, Mark.
Come here, Barker. Shara.
She say, right. Well, we're so happy and welcome to the Process Live. We're so happy that you have just started. Once you keep on listening to our, YouTube, we'll see if you're gonna continue to stay. Because some people listen and they're like, you know what? I thought I liked them, but they too out of the box for me. we're not for everybody.
We're like regular people.
We're so different.
Consider all the mess.
We just love the Lord. Absolutely. Welcome to the new subscribers. That's right. We do have some new subscribers. Thank you guys for
Shara Wilson.
Shara. She said, I understand. If you made it this far, you must do understand. Y'all, we have not been here in a minute, so we kind of want together. My husband has been doing his thing on Real Truth, Real Talk Real Talk with Real Truth with the V.
I want my own channel now.
Talking to the man, and he still don't understand how YouTube works. It doesn't matter if he has another channel. First of all, that's more work for me. But he doesn't understand. No matter if he has another channel, women can still listen to his channel.
Right, but it's geared towards the man.
Just like the videos are geared toward men. Men will listen and women gonna listen. You can't stop women from listening because they're
I don't want the women to learn the secrets.
Well then don't
it ain't for them to know the secrets.
Well then don't do it on YouTube.
They don't need to know the secret because then they start using it against their husband. See, Vito said this. I got you. Because Vito said
not the
that.
right woman.
Vito told me exactly how you men are, and this is what you did. So you doing exactly what Vito said. I knew it.
She said, for such a time as this, I'ma listen. Okay.
Camille, what you been listening at? You been listening to what?
The Real Talk, Real Truth with the V. What the?
Lord have mercy.
Why he got a big issue with that?
Camille, you don't need to be tuning into that. I
Good
need all the
evening.
brothers.
Good evening, y'all. What's up for such a time as this?
For such a time as this. That's your name? For such a time as this.
Hey, Miss Such a Time as this.
That's a pretty cool name.
I'm nosy, so I'm gonna listen to chat. Me too, Lee. I'm gonna listen to. I have to edit it, so I gotta listen anyway.
Hey, you know what?
It is okay.
Who said that? Who said that they knows it? That's Lee. Hey Lee, you're not nosy. You're just curious. My wife used to always call me nosy, and I said I'm not nosy.
Inquisitive.
I'm very inquisitive. I'm very curious about things. You know, just curious.
Hey Tracy, thank you Tracy for giving us your name, baby.
Tracy, for such a time as this. Thank you so much. I was thinking you was trying to hide behind that for such a time as this.
Camille, what you say? You guys' videos both new and old. Oh, you've been still listening. Listen, Camille, you awesome girl. One day, Camille quoted me on a video we did years ago. I'm like, who said that? She said it was you that said that. It was this video in this time. I was like, golly, you better than me, because once it come out, it's gone. I don't remember nothing.
Really, we don't remember a lot of things what we say when we're doing videos,
so.
y'all. We don't even go back and watch the videos, to be honest with you. We really don't. I don't never rewatch the video.
I don't even know what's out there.
I don't even know what was said.
Whatever God said at the time.
And even at the time when we were saying some of the things, I'm pretty sure some of the things that we were saying, it was very early in our stages, and we kind of had to develop and evolve. And now we can add more to it, or learn more and add more to it, and like, oh really? Okay, we said that. Okay, well this is what we also learned about this and that too. So
we was talking about something, babe, yesterday. We were deep into it. We
Me
couldn't
and you?
stop. I was like, man, if I just had my recorder.
we was on the phone, right?
Yep. I can't think what it was. I don't know if it had to do with purpose or what. It was something, y'all. It was deep. I was like, golly. Anyway, if it was meant for y'all to know, then I would remember. I don't remember. Something you be talking about is just him and I. We're like, oh, that was deep. That was deep. So what y'all been up to? Have y'all been listening to? I don't know if there are any men in here, but females, if you're in here too, y'all been enjoying the new episodes with the Real Talk, Real Truth with the V?
Please tell me no, so I can feel so much better about it.
Y'all don't miss me, do ya? Y'all like to see just him
No,
doing
they
his
don't. They
thing.
love you. One of them said that they can't wait till you get back.
No,
Somebody made
ain't
a
nobody
comment.
say that.
They did make a comment about it.
Nobody did not say that.
They did.
They
They
did
said
not.
they can't wait till you get back. Okay, no problem. Marshall, don't be going away too long. Something like that. Something of the sort. Like, all right, you don't hold it down, but not too long.
Anything new, you guys? What's been going on with you guys? Any questions y'all have?
That's what I'm talking about, Shahara.
I wanted to peep, but I didn't. Just let the men do their thing.
For such a time as this, no, you don't need to check out nothing. Let the men do their thing. Let the men kind of, have their little moments.
I haven't, but I must check it. Check it out. You should check it out.
When we do our conferences around the world, that's what it's
Check
gonna
it
be.
out.
She's gonna be in she's gonna be in a big room area with the women. I'm gonna be in a big room with the men.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be on this YouTube channel right here with y'all.
Yeah, you're right. We're gonna have all of y'all with masks.
She said I won't say anything. You can watch, boo. You can watch. Did y'all see the video that I decided to tune in because I was going through something, y'all, and I wanted to share with my heart. When God tells you to do something, there's some other stuff He don't tell you about when He asks you to do something.
He don't ask you to do nothing. He tell you.
Yeah, it sounds so glamorous at first, but He don't give you all the ugly pieces.
We always say it.
He give you
it to
all
you in
the
increments.
good pieces, but He leave out some stuff. Like Jesus. And it's so funny because I had a few of you guys email me or send a message saying, Marshall, your videos are on time because God is putting me in a new process. I'm going through something different. I'm going through something new. And a lot of times it's not the fact that you're not obeying. It's just the fact that you're obeying and you're disobeying at the same time.
How you do that?
So it's like okay, God say, I want you to go to the store, buy some tissue and some what else?
Milk.
And milk, and come right back. So what did he say do? He said go to the store,
Yeah.
buy some tissue and some milk, and come right back.
But I'm gonna bring some cookies back too.
But on my way to the store,
What you do?
I saw Ray Ray, I saw Pookie, I
Ray Ray,
I saw
Pookie, you sound
I saw the neighbors next door. They was having a coupon. They was giving away coupons. I'm like, you know what? I might
You
can
stopped
have
to
this
the garage
coupon.
sale.
I probably can use this coupon for the milk. You know what? I think I might just go over there because they selling something else, and I might can take that back. And God was like, what did I tell you to do? You done got distracted. Now you wasting time.
Hey, Carissa.
So all you had to do was go to the store, get some toilet paper and some milk, and come back.
Don't get no cookies.
But sometimes it's not as to obey God. It's not as easy as it sounds.
It's not, because we were reborn. We were not born. We were reborn.
And you know what? The best thing, the best part about it is that when you realize, when you get off track, things happen. Like your peace disappear, frustrations happen, issues happen, accidents down the road. Now you're mad, and God say, all I told you was some simple things. Go get what I told you to get and come on back. You decide to take a detour, left, right, you turned around, you wasting time, doing what I told you to do, and now you frustrated, mad, and irritated. Y'all, hey, I don't care. When people tell y'all, I'm just trusting God, thank you, Jesus, and that's all they say, they ain't telling y'all the whole thing, y'all. Y'all got to read between the lines. I don't like saying I'm obeying God sometimes. Obeying God means some other stuff got to happen in the process. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, but it's good. Once you get your mind back on track, keep your eyes on the prize. On the purpose, and then God can be glorified in it. What else we been doing, babe? We had the real talk, real truth.
We had a nice conversation yesterday. My wife, she blessed me pretty good, real good. Well,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
She really shared with me about purpose and passion, and I think that I was telling her about.
Can y'all hear?
As a husband, let me share something with you, young ladies. On the phone, on the microphone.
You better say it, baby. Thumbs up, you guys.
As a husband, husbands are very I'm talking about husbands who they desire their families to be blessed. All right, they desire their family to be blessed. They desire their wives to be blessed. They desire their daughters or their sons or what they desire. So you young ladies, I want you to know something. If God connects you with the perfect person that He wants you to be with, just understand in that marriage, that husband's desire is it, because if God's connected, He is going to be a godly man. His primary desire is for his family to be blessed. All right? In the course of that, men think differently. Men think money. They think money is the way to help their families get blessed. Well, money does help their families be blessed, but it's not good for your husband to focus on money and forget all about purpose. All right? It's easy to focus on money, but it's very challenging when your husband has a desire to know what his purpose is. And when he desires to know what his purpose is, he's going to go through a challenging time in his mind, mentally and spiritually. Now, that doesn't mean that he's weak, all right? That doesn't mean that he doesn't have faith in God. That doesn't mean that he's confused. I want you to listen to me, my sisters. That doesn't mean that. What it means is that he's caught in between the challenges of letting his ambition for money go and accepting God's purpose for his life, or what God has purposed him to do. Case in point, my passion has always been to make money. Straight up. Make money, make more money. And some of you may say, well, how in the world that's your passion? Well, if you never made money before and you grow up and you try to find it and that's all what you've been focusing on, it becomes your primary passion of what you want to do. You want to make money. You don't care what it is. You just basically want to make money. And if you make money, then that's what you are basically, it's going to make you happy, but it's only going to make you happy temporarily. All right? It's only going to make you happy temporarily. So yesterday, my wife and I, we were talking, and my wife, she was really, she was speaking really words of wisdom in my spirit concerning passion and purpose. And we were talking, and I was sharing with her about even what I'm doing now. My passion was money, but it's about me making money in order to take care of my family, versus me doing something that God has purposed me to do. And as he purposed me to do it and I walk in it, money will follow. Money will follow when you walk in God's purpose, willed, planned, that he has planned for you to be doing. Money will follow. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even focus on money. I hear people say it all the time. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. I don't care whether or not I'm getting paid for it, but it just so happened I'm getting paid for this. And I'm not even focusing on the money. So it's one of them things where her and I, we were talking, and I was like, I understand that when I come to that point that I'm going to be doing what God has purposed me to do, it's going to be a sacrifice. And she asked me a question. She said, are you willing to lose the house and the cars and all of that stuff? I'm like, yeah. Because I understand that in order for you to truly walk in the purpose of what God has purposed you to do, he has to strip you down. Even though I don't want to be stripped, I know it's a need. It's a necessity. It's necessary. I was looking at the movie Wolverine. I think it was Wolverine or something like that. The movie not too long ago. And this bring back to my remembrance of just now. But when he was in the scene, he was fighting this guy, right? And this guy was more powerful than him. This guy, he was more powerful. I don't know the actor name, but this guy was more powerful than him. He had more, he was stronger than him, right? And Wolverine had these little, these little knives that come out his knuckles, babe. Mm-hmm. Well, it looked like it was plastic, right? But the guy kicked his butt. The guy broke one arm off, and Wolverine couldn't really fight the guy because the guy was just too much stronger than him. So what happened was, what are you looking for?
Sit down, buttercup. Go sit down.
Go get on your bed, boy. Your rug. What's wrong with you? And maybe you need to go outside. And so, okay. So, what happened was that the guy had beat him, and then this other man came to him and said, if you want to defeat him, I know a way that you can defeat him, but it's going to cost you a lot of pain. I'm going to have to basically, he said, you're going to have to die. You're going to have to die to your old self, and I'm going to resurrect you to something new and more powerful. So when I saw the movie, and as I saw Wolverine go down into this little tub of liquid, they had injected this kind of iron liquid stuff in his body. And what it did, it made him stronger, but he was in a lot of pain. And he went through this process. So when he came up out of that tub, he was better than he was before he went in there. He was stronger than he was before he went in there. And when he came up out of it, he came up out of it as a new individual with more power. And that's what I was thinking about when you're talking about purpose. God deals with everybody differently. Some people, he has to strip things from them in order for them to understand, and also to know, to go through that process. God has to strip them. And there are some things that God will not strip you from. He knows that he can transition you, and he can take you, and he can reshape you, remold you, take your thoughts and everything, and just reconstruct everything while you are in the situation that you're in. So when she said that, and I was like, yeah, you're only confirming what I already know. It's like Peter didn't want to die. Remember how remember Jesus said, you're gonna be carried to a place that you are not gonna want to go. He was talking about Peter's death. Because Peter didn't want to die. But Peter wanted to live as this servant of God and servant of Jesus Christ on this earth. But he didn't want to go through the process of him being crucified in order for him to reap the reward of that, which is him dying out of this natural body to really go to heaven and get his celestial body, which is a heavenly body. So it really blessed me yesterday, because I was like, God, you know what I can handle and what I can't handle, right? So what I'm trying to tell you, young ladies, is this: those of you who God going to choose to choose you to be a wife, and he's already choosing your husband. Your husband may not be in his purpose at the time when you marry him. And he may not be in the purpose of what you think he should be in. You may have some inclinations of certain things about him because you see it, but he may not be fully walking into it right now. Or at the time when you guys get married, he may not be fully walking. Why? Because he's a work in progress. He still has to come to that point where he's willing to sacrifice himself for the greater good. That way that he can really operate in the divine will of God and the divine purpose of God, to the point where as he's doing something that he enjoyed doing, and the money is following him versus him chasing the money. That's the whole thing, what this whole thing is about. That God is trying to get us, me as a man, and even women, his daughters, to stop chasing the money and start allowing him to put you up under that process of killing your own personal self-ambition. And once he does that and wakes you up, you're going to be better than what you was before you laid down, because now you're going to be walking in his purpose. And as you walk in his purpose, then now things are going to follow you. Money is going to follow you. Opportunities is going to follow you. Blessings are going to follow you. You ever seen these type of people where you like when you see them, it's like everything happens for them good all the time. It's like every time you turn around, they got this and they got that, and you're like, well, God dang, well, how can I do? But you don't know what God had to take them through. And if they was to sit down and tell you, they'll probably say, child, if you only knew the hell that I had to go through in order for me to be where I am. And now I understand when people say, you don't want this because you don't want to walk in my shoes because you don't want to know what it took for me to get to where I am now. And I don't think they say that boastfully. I think they say because they went through their process of God had to really, really destroy their self-ambition. You know what I'm saying? And lay them down and take them through their process and take them through their laboratory and just detox everything out of them and inject what he wants to inject in them. So now when he raises them up, they can handle that. You know what I'm saying? They can handle what he's going to purpose assign them to do. Because they can handle that. It's not going to go to their head. Why? Because they're going to be more humble. They're going to be more merciful. They're going to be more compassionate. They're going to have more love in their heart. A lot of us are not ready for God's purpose because we're not willing to really lay ourselves down and say, okay, God, do your surgery on me. And I'm one of them. I am one of them. Yeah, do I struggle with my times? Yes, I do struggle with my times, but do I go back and forth and say, okay, God, yeah, but Lord, don't, me telling God, don't do this and don't do that. And God, nah, you ain't ready. Because when you get ready, you're going to be like, okay, God, whatever your will is, do it. So that's what I wanted to share with you. My wife really blessed me good yesterday. She really helped me understand. And I knew that it was just confirmation. Y'all, when my wife said things to me, she don't know that, but a lot of times God be already dealing with me about stuff, and I just don't say nothing. I'd be like, God dang. God dog, well, she had to go there, huh? And then there's sometimes, like yesterday, I just couldn't help but send a kissy back to her and tell her thank you, because what she did, she really confirmed what God was saying, because that's the main thing I have been talking about all the time. You know, God, I'm tired of doing stuff for money. I just want to do something that I enjoy doing. I love doing it, and it makes people happy. You know what I'm saying? It just makes people happy. Not saying that I'm putting the energy in to do something to make you happy, but I'm saying when God is the one that's behind the whole thing, and it really brings joy into the lives of people. When you're doing something that brings joy into the lives of people, that's when you are walking, I believe, in the purpose and the will of God. And you're walking in your assignment, and it's like it's a blessing to you. You don't cringe every time you get up in the morning when you know you got to go and do it. It doesn't bother you at all. And one other thing my wife said was a blessing to me. She said, and she used her job. She said God dealt with her that once she started to look at her job as a funder to her purpose, that's when she stopped fighting and complaining about her job.
And that's what I was going to talk about.
And she said once she said you have to stop, you have to learn how to use your job as your vendor. And when she's your funder. And when she said that, I'm like, you know what? That makes so much sense, because when you use your job as your funder, it really keeps you from complaining about the little bitty things that you see, and now it causes you to start focusing on the bigger picture.
Right.
The bigger picture is, thank you for helping me, for this wisdom and knowledge that you have given me while on this job, and helping me be a funder, so now I can transition, because you really helped me and pushed me to my purpose. So go ahead, baby.
And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. How many of you have ever been on a job and you hate the job? You don't like the people, they get on your nerves, it's always drama, it's always, excuses, it's always something. Somebody's saying, it's just every time you go in, it's always something, and you cringe in the morning. I remember when I used to go on a job and I cringed, like, God, why do I have to do this today? God, why, Jesus? It's because I had not tapped into my purpose yet. When you haven't tapped into your God-given purpose, and that's all you have, you don't have anything else to look forward to. When God shifted me into my purpose recently, Instead of me now complaining about what they doing and what they doing, they using me and they not paying me enough to do this. You know what? I've stopped doing that. So what I've thought about now in the spirit is like, okay, they're using me because no one's gonna pay you what you're worth. Let's just get that out there. I don't care how many years you've been on a job. No one's gonna pay you what you're worth because your work is priceless. First of all, if you know they're using you to build their empire, when you start tapping into your purpose, then you can use them to build your empire. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So when you walk into there, it's like a partnership. They don't even know they're in partnership with you unless they're on live right now. Right.
They still know.
They don't even know they're in partnership. Look at your job as a business partner. Anonymous business partner that's funding your purpose. Yep. That's funding your business. Yep. That's funding your passion. When you do that, you don't have time to complain about what they're not doing, what they're not giving you, if they're using you. They're doing exactly what they do to get what they want out of you. Yes, you may make all this money, but guess what? It's still not enough for your worth. You're gonna need probably an extension cord, babe. You're gonna need an extension cord, probably.
What?
I don't know. So understand. My husband has not heard me complain about my job in a minute.
Sure didn't.
You know why? Because while I'm on the job, I'm doing my job. But my mind is on my purpose. My mind is when I get off this job. Now while I'm there, I'm gonna give them what they're giving me 9 to 5, however your hours are. Do it to the best of your abilities, because you're still representing Christ on your job. But understand, see, God is a multitask God.
Yes, He is.
He's not a limited God. He doesn't just say, okay, we just want to stay right here. No. God is operating universal.
That's right.
He's like the cable company. He all over the place.
All over.
He's better than satellite, right?
Yep.
He's better than 5G.
All of that.
He's the spiritual network.
Right.
So while he's giving me the grace and the anointing and the favor on this job to do my job in the spirit of excellence, he's still operating up here and in my spirit in regards to my purpose. See, a lot of people will tell you, girl, quit that job and go over here. Don't you quit your job unless God tell you to. Because God could be using that job to help fund where He's trying to get you.
That's right. Absolutely.
See, there's a certain type of stress that comes along when you don't know where you want to. How am I paying my bills? That's not. God got you. God's not going to tell you to do something where you're stressing out, where you're not at peace. It's breaking up.
What's breaking up?
Is the phone might be breaking up?
What's breaking up, Camille?
Talk about the phone, probably. How is it now, Camille?
Hello?
Let me know. Hey, give me a chance, man. They got to type.
How long did it take for them to type?
Let me know if it's still breaking up. It's okay. Good. Great. Thank you. So just think about it like this, y'all. So I'm on my job and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
She said some tab blowing, so you think I should get up since call?
But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, when I leave this, it's good now, thank you. When I leave this job, I already know what I need to do because God's been speaking to my spirit. So I'm like, I can't wait to leave this job, not because I don't like it, but because I got something to do. If you notice people who are on their job that's negative and they're always into drama, that's because they don't have a life outside of that job. That's their worth, that's their identity, that's who they are. It's clear now? Okay, good. But when you're walking in your calling, when you're walking in your purpose, they can have this job. I can come here smiling. I can do what I do, and I can leave, cut off it. I can cut the job off at the door, and I'm on my purpose. See, you never stop doing your purpose. even in your sleep, you're thinking about it. Y'all, I got 2 hours of sleep last night. Because it's so much that God's talking to me about. I'm writing it down in my journal, writing it down, to-do list, what I gotta do, because if I don't write it down, I'm like, it's so much coming to me. And the feeling, it feels so good to know. And it's like, money is not an issue. Because what's driving me is what God has put in me before I was even born, before he revealed to me what it was. Your purpose can change. Your purpose can be seasonal. But in the time of that season, when you know what that particular purpose is, it's like, I can't even explain it. I can't articulate it. But it's like nothing can really get under your skin because you got something bigger and better to do. Does it make sense? When you're complaining and you talking about what you don't like, what is that changing? When you're mad with the world and you constantly saying the same thing over and over, what is that changing? Nothing. When my husband came to me and he was giving me a list of his frustrations and I'm listening and I say, okay, now what? You know all of this. God has confirmed all of this. Now what? They're going to use you to the day you die. What are you going to do about it? Use them. Who said you can't? I know people who have went to college on the jobs dime. Jobs have paid them to get their master's and doctorate and PhD, and God has positioned people to be in a position where they are being blessed by the job they hate that's really funding their purpose and where God wants them to go. Does that, are y'all feeling me? Y'all, when God said, Marshall, I want you to do this, he dropped that thing in my spirit so heavy. It's been there. It's been lingering here and there for some years now. But when that thing drops, and it was like, whoa, okay. Not understanding, I've been walking in this purpose and not even realizing that's what it was. But when I grabbed a hold of that thing and I shared it with my husband and he was on board and there was no confusion, everything was just lining up, I'm like, oh wow. I don't have time for high maintenance relationships. I don't have time for complaining on my job. I don't have time to be worried about what somebody else not doing. Why? Because you're focusing on something bigger than you. See, your purpose is not about you. I'm sorry. Yeah, it may feel good.
You the vessel, but it's not about
that's
you.
it.
You just
are
the vessel.
an undeserving vessel
That's it.
that God has chose
Right.
to use because it's his prerogative.
That's right.
You're nothing special.
Right.
You know, you don't have more favor than, no, you may, but you know what I'm saying? There's nothing about you in regards to being perfect, because none of us are perfect.
Better than the next person.
I have to repent just like everybody else when I do wrong. We all do wrong. We all fall short of the glory of God, right? So when you understand this, you are an undeserving vessel that's being used to the glory of God.
That's all.
Everything else will follow.
Yep.
Money will follow.
Yep.
Passion will follow.
Yep.
Your purpose drives everything else around you to be attracted to you. That's what purpose is. You know why? Because as purpose attracts everything else to you, everything else is really being attracted to glorify the Father.
Yep. That's all it is.
See, we're so busy worried about who else using us. What we should be trying to worry about is God using you. If the job using you, oh, you got an issue. If your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your neighbor using you, you got an issue. But you know how many people have issues when God used them? God used you too. Just like your job, just like your neighbor, just like your so-called friends, your frenemies, you being used. But the only person I don't mind being used by is God.
Absolutely.
Because when he uses you, it's for a bigger and better purpose. It's not just for you, but guess what?
Is bigger than you.
But guess what? Because you're the vessel and you're obeying,
right,
you get the benefits of obedience.
Right. Absolutely.
Just like heathens, y'all. Heathens give, and and it's still being given to them. They're heathens. But the principle stands. The principle is universal.
Right. It's
Reciprocity.
Yeah.
It's universal.
Right.
It's universal. So if I'm obeying God to be a blessing to other people, to know that what He's telling me is going to help somebody else, and then it's helping me too, God get the glory, and everything else around you elevates the kingdom of God.
Right.
Think for a moment. Think for a moment. These jobs are not our home.
Nope.
This world is not our home. Politics is not our home. Government is not our home. People's opinions is not our home. The perversion that we see is not our home. Y'all, there's a bigger and better purpose than what we see.
Yep.
It's what we don't see. It's what we can't see is where God lies. Does that make sense? Are you feeling me? If you are upset and you're frustrated, go back to the basics. Did God put you on that job? What's the heart behind it? Because everything you do, the motive should be love. If your motive for doing whatever you're doing is anything other than love, you're going to get the opposite of love. You're going to get the frustrations. You're going to get the impatience. You're going to get mad. You're going to get sad. You're going to get angry. You're going to get everything that comes with disobedience and the motive not being right. That's the consequences. Ask yourself, okay, God, am I here because I obeyed you? Or am I here for the money? Am I here to obey you? Or am I here to get a title? Am I here to obey you, or am I here to get a PhD or a BA degree? Or because I know people who are doing things that God never told them to do. They're doing that because they want to do it, and God can grace them in that. But you don't want just the grace; you want the favor and the anointing to flow.
Absolutely.
There's difference.
Absolutely.
See, God said, "I'll meet your need," right? He will meet your need just because you're His child. Divine will be, her needs will be met. But when she obey and she go over and beyond the call of duty, she gonna get some extra stuff. Things that she's not entitled to. Things that I just want her to have just because she decided to do outside. See, because the rain rains on everybody, right? It falls on the just and the unjust, so hey. But it's when you do the obedient part. Because God can bless the disobedient too, right? You know that, right?
Yep.
What makes you set apart is obedience. What sets you apart is your relationship with God. Not your relationship with religion, not with relationship with what people think and say and want to approve you of, but your relationship with God. So walk up in that job or that school, whatever you're doing, and you have the mindset of, okay, what y'all doing, you doing, and you doing it well from the top down. But where I am, I'm going to invite you as a business partner, and you're going to fund my purpose. Your job can be your anonymous secret vendor.
Or private investor.
You're a private investor. When you have that mindset, that's that spiritual boss mindset there.
Right.
Because I was telling Rita, I was like, I come to this job, I thank God for my every 2-week check for funding the purpose. Because one thing about purpose too is God allows everything else to get paid, bills to be paid, responsibilities to be met, while He's using another organization,
That's
your
right.
job, to make sure that those things are fulfilled. Why?
Absolutely.
So you're not distracted when it comes to those things, because now God wants you to have your whole attention on the purpose.
Right.
See, it's hard to have your whole 100% on purpose when you're worrying about, are the lights going to be turned off? Am I going to have food on my table? Will electricity be on? Am I going to be able to pay this bill? See, that's hard to be fully invested in the purpose when you're trying to just get satisfied with just the commodities, the things that's necessary to survive. So when God does it, He makes sure those things, I got you.
And He gives you that confidence too while you're doing
Right,
it. You
I
already
got
know.
people around you,
Right.
they help you.
Right.
So that part you don't have to worry about. I got you on that. So now,
You can focus on the
On your
purpose.
purpose.
Yeah.
does that make sense? So shift. It's time to shift your mind.
Yeah.
Shift in the spirit. God, these people are funding my purpose. Now,
Right.
for those who don't know your purpose, that's a whole nother ball game. Now you got to sit at His feet. You got to find out what it is you're supposed to be doing.
And you gotta wait
Y'all,
too.
that is the most hardest thing,
Yeah, it's the hardest thing.
to not be walking in your purpose.
Right.
And you know it's more than
It's
this.
more. That's
God,
right.
it's gotta be more than this than what I'm doing. What is that thing? That is the most frustrating place
It
to
is.
be. Because you know you got more in you that you're supposed to be doing.
It just hadn't been revealed.
But it
yet.
hasn't been revealed, and God is like holding you in this spiritual holding cell.
Yeah.
God, it's got to be more than this 9 to 5. God, it's not got to be more than me going to work and coming home, paying bills, going to work, coming
Right.
home, paying. It's got, God, you're bigger than that.
Right. Absolutely.
I know it's more.
Absolutely.
Show me what it is. Because a lot of us don't know what it is yet. But I guarantee He showed you, but you dismissed it
Yep.
because you didn't think it was anything big.
Yep.
Yo, when God was telling me, I want you to start creating spiritual prayer journals. You're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do that. Really? Okay. But that's the now. But years ago, I didn't know. Me and Vito got into this thing where I thought it was going to be stocks. I wanted to take a course in stocks and pay $5,000. And I was mad as H.E. hockey sticks at him because I said, how can he not understand you can invest in things you want to know? I mean, I had this whole layout like, I don't get it. What? Why was I doing it? The motive was I can see me learning the stocks so I can build more, money and get more investments than we have. Like we can make this thing work for us. But God knew that wasn't my passion. Mm-mm. That wasn't my purpose. Mm-mm. And the motive was money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And He used my husband not to support it.
Y'all better listen to that.
I wanted to do it anyway. But I knew I couldn't because God is not an author of confusion. And if I did it anyway, He wasn't going to bless it because He wasn't on one accord. It was just like, and now it's like a slap in the face. Like, and then when I started, doing everything with the journals and everything, and Vito was like, man, you can spend as much money as you want to now. What? Because this is your passion. This is your purpose. I don't care how much money you need.
That's right.
Go 5,000, whatever you need, you go get it.
Yeah.
Because I would invest in your passion.
Yes.
I would invest in your purpose.
Absolutely.
That stocks was not it.
Nope.
I didn't see it at the time, and he couldn't really explain it the way that he felt it
Right.
until now.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he didn't believe in educating and investing money in education to
Right.
build yourself.
Right.
Because I totally believe that.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to articulate the fact that that's not what you're supposed to be doing, right. And we shouldn't be spending money on money motives. Money motives is temporary.
Yeah.
And it will not keep you in the will of God.
Absolutely.
Your motive should be nothing but love.
Yes.
God is love. Me going into stocks wasn't to help somebody else.
Yeah.
Me going into stocks was just to help our finances.
Right.
Just to help us. Yeah, we give there, we gonna give here. But the motive
Right.
was to increase our finances.
Right. Absolutely.
That's how you know it's not God.
Right. If
Because
it's
if you go
selfish.
back to it, if that's a selfish prayer,
Right.
God bless this. Wait a minute. Let me back up. Let me put a needle right there. There's nothing wrong with having money.
No, it's not.
It's the love of money that's the root. It didn't say you having it.
Right.
It's the perspective.
Right.
It's the
love
motive,
the motive
behind it.
Right. Absolutely.
Money comes when the purpose is fulfilled.
Right. It
Money
follows you.
comes
It follows
when you're
you.
obeying
Yeah,
God.
It follows you.
You can't even shake the money off.
Right.
Because it's
just
coming
pouring
all
in.
over the place.
Right. Absolutely.
Opportunities and doors are opening
Open.
because you're walking in your
Your
purpose.
purpose. Absolutely.
Y'all,
Absolutely.
when you're not where you're supposed to be, you miss those opportunities.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You miss them. People are asking you, can you do this? Can you do that? You're not even ready. God told you to build that website and get it ready. I don't really need it because ain't nobody really asking me for anything right now. So no. You don't get ready when you need it. You get ready so that the need can come and you already have it. That's like insurance.
Right.
You don't get insurance because right now you need insurance. Matter of fact, a lot of insurance companies don't even want to give you insurance because because you got a current issue, right? It's when you don't see it. It's faith, y'all. When you don't see the needs coming yet, and God is preparing you. When God said, "I want you to go ahead and put a website up. I want you to go ahead and put a donation up." Vito was like, "Why we need all that?" I don't know. I'm just. This is what God told me to do. I'm just doing it. We wasn't getting nothing. No, we didn't have any courses. We didn't have nothing. We had a website, a donation thing. That's it. Next thing you know, somebody had $500 they wanted to donate to us. How can I sow into y'all? There's a donation. We don't say anything about it. Oh, you can go on there and donate on our website. Y'all got a website? Yeah. Well, thank you, because God told me to bless you, and I want to be blessed. So I got to be obedient. You could be stopping somebody else's blessing because you're in disobedience.
Yep.
God said, bless them. But if they have not obeyed God to get the blessing, how they gonna be blessed? Come on, y'all.
Your obedience is attached to what God gonna tell someone else to do to be a blessing to you.
You don't have to see it for you to obey it, before you to trust it.
Obey.
Trust the God in the process, y'all. Even if you don't see it, that's what faith is all about.
Absolutely.
God says, you obey me, I'll take care of the rest. Our issue is we want to obey God and try to take care of the rest ourselves.
That's right.
Okay, God, you told me what to do, and I'll take it from here. Mm-hmm. God said, really? Really? Oh, you think you got this now. I have revealed to you what you should do, and now I'll sit back and wait. I'll sit right here until you ready, because you're going to eventually come back.
I'm going to come back because it ain't going to work.
When God was like, I want you to start, creating these prayer journals, I started doing it, right? I'm going to show y'all the process, y'all. Because it's not money, because I'm thinking, you can't make money off no, what? So it's gotta be something deeper. It is. This is something that God used for me when I was waiting. I had a prayer journal since 1999. When I gave my heart to Christ, that was my way of communicating with my Father. Was it the only way? No. But it was the way for me that I felt closer to Him. And I promise you, when I wrote it down and He would answer me, the faith, the increase of faith grew and grew. Even to the point of God saying, I want you to start writing to your future husband that you don't even see. Date it, time it, write it. Praying for him. Writing it down. Give it to him on your honeymoon. God was telling me all this stuff, and it seemed crazy. I'm like, why am I doing this? But here it is back to now. God said, I want you to now use what I've used for you all those years, and I want you to start designing them. Because there's some people I need to touch through them. Some prayer journals? Okay. That's what I did. But let me tell you what happened. God gave me that, right? If I haven't seen that video, go check it out. But then Marshall got distracted because now I know, okay, God, you want me to do this? I got it. Now I got to design. Now I got to do this. Now I got to go get all these boxes and I got to try to do this myself and try to cut out stuff. And God said, wait a minute. I didn't tell you to do all that. I got people in place to help with that. Do what I told you to do. Design and give it. Design and pass. Design and pass the responsibility to the designated ones who I've given the purpose to do. I got distracted. So what did I do? I started buying all this stuff I didn't need, spending money I didn't have to. And I said to myself, oh, the frustration started coming. My peace was gone. I was getting upset. I was like, and then the Holy Spirit would say, that's because you're not doing what I told you to do. Go to the store, get the toilet tissue and the milk, and come back. I didn't tell you to detour. Create the journals. Do what I told you to do. Designate. I showed you what to do. Do that. Y'all, I started packing up everything I ordered from Amazon. I put all that stuff back in my trunk and I drove to Kohl's so fast today. And let me show you something. I was having a headache trying to do all this stuff that took me away from creating, all this other stuff, and I was getting ill, right? When I walked into Kohl's today and I handed them all of the stuff I ordered that I did not need, he said, ding, 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 ding. Okay, your refund is back on your card. I said, is that it? Yes, ma'am. You all done. Matter of fact, we're going to give you $5 of Kohl's cash just for bringing it here. I bought me some little jewelry, y'all, if y'all can see that. $5. So I walked away and I came back. I said, is there any, you sure? Do I need to go online? No, ma'am. Everything's done. You should see your money in a couple of days. When you obey God, it's just that simple.
When you get lined back up.
And now I'm lined back up to do what he told me to do.
Now you can flow.
And then I'm flowing in it again. God's speaking to me again. I can't even sleep at night because all this stuff is in my head. And guess what? I'm not even tired. I had 2 hours of sleep, y'all. Went to bed at 3, got up at 5, doing my purpose.
People who walk in their purpose do not sleep a lot.
Then I said, let's go live. Y'all, if I was just working for me and money, I'd be tired. I wouldn't be on this live right now. I'd be cranky at him. I'd be cranky at the dogs. I'm like, man, we can do live tonight. Because when you're working in your purpose, the working stops. Does that make sense? So shift your mindset. Your job that you don't like is your business partner.
Absolutely.
They're your business partner.
That's right.
You use them, they use you, everybody wins.
Yep.
But find out if you don't know yet what your purpose is. And if you know what your purpose is, stop running from it. Don't be afraid of it and obey it. Trust God in it.
Can I say this?
Yes.
Okay, listen. Don't search for your purpose because God is going to choose you for the purpose. Don't worry about that. Because God chose my wife for her purpose. You know, she was already doing things and she was working at this and working at that. But when God said, okay, now it's time for me to interject my will for what I have purposed her to do, I'm going to put it in her spirit. And when he put it in her spirit, she immediately got it. She immediately got it. We've been taught to go seek your purpose. No, purpose is going to find you if you're willing to obey God. All you have to do is just obey God, and God chooses you for that purpose, and He will not fail. When God chooses you for the purpose, He ain't gonna fail. Trust me, He is not gonna fail because He can't fail. Because once He sets His heart and His mind out to open your ear, your natural ear to hear His spiritual voice, everything else around you goes like it gets muted. When God speaks to you immediately, you can't hear nothing else but God's voice at that moment.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, what we got? Camille said something too. She asked a question too.
Let me go up. Let's hit some of these questions. Oh, let's see. Go ahead and put your questions down. Let's see if we can hit them real quick.
Keep strolling. What's that?
Y'all are a great couple, but I need to see a little more affection showed to you by your husband. You always say he is so handsome, but I never hear him say, "Oh, my wife," or this wife looks so pretty today.
Oh, you want me? Okay, so let me get this straight, Miss Patricia Francis. Now, Patricia, you must be new. Are you new, Patricia? Patricia.
She might be gone because she got married.
Patricia.
She
Patricia,
got
are you
mad
there?
at you because you don't show me
Patricia.
affection,
Patricia,
and
are
you
you-
don't tell me I'm pretty.
Patricia.
Probably gone.
Patricia, okay, Patricia, let me just share this with you, Patricia. So you want me to show you affection towards my wife so it will make you feel what? I'm sorry, it'll make you feel good.
Yeah, because that way she won't feel like it's just one side.
One
Because
sided.
I always say you're handsome.
Right. Okay. Oh, because we on the video. Oh, so every time she says my beautiful, handsome husband, you want me to come back and say, oh, my sexy, beautiful wife and all of that. Oh, to appease you. That sounds like a controlling spirit to me, Miss Patricia. I'm just saying. It just sounds like that you want to control me to compliment my wife to benefit you so you can feel good. That just sounds like a controlling spirit
So
to me.
she don't think it's one side.
Right. So she don't think it's one sided.
Yeah.
Which really she don't even know when the video goes off. She don't know what happens in this household. She don't even know how we talk to each other in this household. She don't know the touching and the nice little gestures and things of that nature. She don't see none of
She
that.
want to see it, man.
Right.
She want to
Right.
see it.
To make her feel what?
Like it's not two, it's one side.
Absolutely. So that means that she's judging the situation based on what she's looking with her eyes, but she don't know. That sounds like to me a person who don't really know.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm glad you read that too, babe. I'm glad you read that. And I know some of you are laughing like Camille. I know Camille, you're laughing right now. Camille want to say something so bad right now. I know you, Camille. I know you do. Let's go ahead and go to
All right,
this.
Camille, we were actually on Camille. After I took you guys financial courses, God has done a huge transformation of my finances. I had to get over my fears of asking for help. And a lot of people do that. That's another issue too. Fear of the unknown, fear of asking for help because you think it's weakness. Listen, I felt like if God told me to do something,
Yeah.
I had to do it by myself. Like if God told me to do it, I can't be asking nobody for nothing. I can't be asking for help or nothing. And
Yeah.
God was like, no, you're gonna need some help in your purpose because what I have for you is bigger than you, and it's too much for you, right? So He said, I'm gonna place people to help you. That's why I don't understand when people say, you know what, I'm just gonna do this thing. Do you know corporation starts with partnerships? You get somewhere faster when there's more people driving at the same time versus you walking by yourself. Think about it.
I love that.
We can be going to the same place. We have all these people with me that's driving with me. We're going to get there faster than you walking by yourself. You're going to get there maybe if you don't stop and slow down or whatever, but it's going to take you slow.
Yes.
And especially us, our culture, we have an issue with helping one another. We
There
have
we go.
this crab mentality. If I go, she can go.
There you go.
If she do it, and y'all, it's the frenemies that you gotta be. It's not the enemies, cause you know where they coming from.
You say the frenemies.
It's frenemies. See, frenemies are those that they pretend to be your friend, but in their heart, they're really your enemy. In their heart, they don't want to see you succeed because they're not succeeding. In their heart, they don't want to see you advance because they're not advancing. In their heart, they don't want to see you with favor and their anointing because they don't have it. See, be careful who your frenemies are. Your enemies, those are easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Those are easy. Those are the easy ones. It's the frenemies, the one you think, the one that look like the sheep in the wool Those are the ones you better be
Moving
careful
too
for.
close,
It's the
right.
ones who's not doing anything, and girl, I'm so happy for you, girl. Congratulations. And in their heart, they're like, man, I can't wait till she failed. I'm so happy for them. They got married. I can't wait till they divorce.
Right. Right.
Be careful for those people. But God will send you to people that He will show you Him in them, that you can trust Him in them. Don't trust me. Don't trust Vito. But trust the God in us. That if we're the ones that He said, okay, I got something for them to tell you. They may have something here that can help you, that can confirm, that can help you get here. Who say we can't do that?
Right.
Do you think Jesus could have went and preached to the whole world by himself if he wanted to? But he had 12 disciples, and even one was the frenemy. He kissed them and betrayed them at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't kiss you back.
And you made sure not to kiss me back too, just to prove a point. You just as wrong as she is. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead.
I need for you to straighten this woman out who said that.
You already did.
I need for you to straighten her out.
Yeah.
Coming from me, I spit on you. I need for you to straighten her out. Coming from me, she ain't hearing that.
You need me to
Yes, to make me feel good.
You want to control me now.
I want to control you. Okay, wait.
It used to make my stomach hurt. Oh yeah, watching that clock. I know y'all when y'all in y'all purpose, that clock go fast. It goes fast on your job. Mine funded me to be a missionary for 2 years. See, yours funded you to go out and preach the gospel.
All right, now
whatever you
go
were
to
doing.
stories. Go ahead.
I need this because I'm dealing with heavy attacking situation on my job in the midst of health issues. Carissa.
And Camille had something too on that. I wasn't Carissa too. I think did that Carissa? One of them came back, but right here, right there.
Are we still breaking up? Someone say we breaking up.
No, not there. But one of them had said the same thing, same area. And I wonder, was it
How
Carissa?
do you
There
remain
go.
strong in the
There
midst
you go.
of being attacked daily while doing kingdom building work on a job? Explain to me what kingdom building work is. I need to explain that to me for one. I'm being lied on and falsely blamed for everything. They even watched my every move. Let them watch you. Because you already doing what you're supposed to do.
Long as you're doing what you're supposed to be
That's
doing.
the key. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're not giving them ammunition,
Absolutely.
let them watch.
Right.
When people watch you, when they walking in the mall, they want to watch you because they think you're gonna steal. Let them watch you.
Right.
You ain't stealing.
Right.
Matter of fact, you know what I do? Hey, how you doing? Do y'all have any XYZ? Shit, that thing, you know, we around here talking, we chit chatting. She done left me and went to somebody else. Sometimes you got to flip that thing.
Yeah, you gotta be wise and circling as harmless as done.
Yeah. The enemy wants to distract you
Yeah.
with the lies and all that. Again, if your mind is on the purpose, they let them do what they want to do. Let them do it.
They're gonna do it anyway.
They're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
You might as well be operating in your purpose while they're doing it.
Right, but you can't give them the ammunition.
Don't give them anything.
Right, that means you got to be walking in obedience in the eyes of God.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Look at it like
And
that.
if they ridicule you, then so well.
That's right. So just make sure
That's part of the process.
you're
when
doing
obedient.
your
Yeah.
part. And when the fire gets heated, you got to stay grounded. You got to stay in prayer. Let God fight your battles. This is where we go wrong. People wrong us and we want to turn around and we want to get revenge. Why? Because that's human nature.
Right.
Well, I don't like being lied on. I don't like being misunderstood. I don't like folks messing with me when I'm not messing with you. If I'm not bothering you, leave me alone. And I've been learning to do that. A lot of times, if you're talking about it too much, that's what we're inviting into our spirit. Don't talk about it with anybody but your Father. God, you know what they're doing. You know they're lying on me. It is not a surprise to him. You continue to stay in his face and you have conversation with him. Tell him how you feel. God, I'm pissed off today. God, I want to cuss today. God, I really want to go off today. I didn't do it. You told me that I can get angry, but sin not. I ain't sin, but I sure wanted to. He already knows. You might as well tell him. You might as well confess it. Because he already know how you feel.
Yeah, don't suppress that thing. Let it out
Get
and
it,
talk to
and
him.
this is why I love journals. Why? Because I get it all out. When I'm mad at Vito, I get it all. If I can't tell him about it,
She don't write in her journal. She write in her prayer book.
it's the same thing. That's what I use it for. On my job, if someone think if I'm right, because I know if I say it, I'm not gonna say it right, or something else
It
might
ain't
come
gonna come
out.
out right now.
So, because God, see, there's sometimes I've been writing in tongues. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm writing so fast. I go back and try to read that. What was that? Oh, okay. I was writing in tongues. All right. Pray, 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 and continue to obey. Pray, 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 and obey, and let them watch. Focus on your purpose. Leave them and let them be. If they want to spend their time watching you, make sure you look cute, girl. Make sure you look cute while you doing your job.
Trust me, God will make sure that their time and their day will come. Vengeance is His, saith the Lord. Keep going.
Oh, let me
No,
see.
go back down. Same kind of. Ain't nothing else up there.
I thought I had missed some people. No? Okay. Let me see what y'all saying.
Patricia, are you still with us?
Patricia gone. She mad at you. Obedience will drive you. That's right. Absolutely. I had the same encounter with God today. Already a lesson planning for the school year. He's giving me ideas. That's right. Get them out. Write them down. Because you will forget. I have been praying about this very thing. I want to start investing and will use the job to find it. Tired of having a boss, need more freedom of finances. Trust me. We have a financial 101.
Ask God to continue to reveal His purpose of
That's
what
right.
He has purposed you to do. That's all you need to do.
And if
that's-
you would
and
like
that's
to
the
have
prayer
more
we're praying with.
information, let me know. You can go to info@theprocesslife.com, email us, or go to theprocesslife.com and just check out just look over it and see if that's something that God is calling you to do also. You can take that course. Undeserving vessel, yes, yep. The obedience of the benefits of obedience. Say it louder. Favor, grace, and the anointing. This is oh God, y'all. How do you remain strong?
We did that.
Or did that one? Okay.
We're on to Sandy. Kasam.
What do you do when God tells you to move to a position, but it's a lateral move instead of a promotion with less pay? How does one hold on to faith at this time? If it is God, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. You just
Because
do what He tell
God
you
will
to
provide.
do. Right.
Again, if, please make sure it's God. Okay? Many people think it's God. I think it's God to tell me to quit my job. I think it's God to tell me to move out of the country. And there's no favor behind it. That's how you know it wasn't God. So make sure the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will be with you. You're going to just flow in it. If it is God, there should be no question asked. When God tells me to do something, I ain't asking nobody. Okay, God, it's just me and you. I'm going to go ahead and do this thing. I'm going to let my husband know, and we in agreement. That's it. There's some things I'm thinking is God. It ain't God. So if it is God and it is a lateral move, to you, you may think it's lateral. To God, it may be a promotion. Because man's promotions are different from God's promotion. Understand? I have taken many positions within a job. The money wasn't any more than, you know what I got though? I got knowledge, I got information, I got experience that took me to another purpose
That you was going to need.
that I was going to need.
Yep.
Case in point, I went in for an interview for a case manager position. This was years ago. And I had the background of case management. I can do it in my sleep. That's my experience. I knew it. By the time we finished talking, two men comes in. And they asked me, what do you think about management? Now, I came for case manager. They talk about management, supervising people. I didn't have that experience. I didn't know anything about it. That wasn't my cup of tea. Case manager. They both offered me a position. One hiring manager offered me the case manager position, what I was comfortable with. And the other one offered me a supervisor position, which I had no experience in. I asked them, can I walk out? Because I need to pray. I got to make a decision. Because I didn't want to make a decision based on what I was comfortable with, case management, and I didn't want to make a decision based on money, supervising. So I need to find out, where is God in this? When I finished praying, God said, take the one you're going to need me the most. That wasn't case management.
Yeah, she was already comfortable with that.
Which one will you have to depend solely on me? Y'all, my heart dropped. My heart dropped. Pumping fast, dropping. Pumping fast, and I was like, oh my God. So I obeyed. But what happened was, it wasn't the fact that, yeah, it paid more money, but the experience got me to where I am today. It followed me. Things I learned, the experience behind it, the trials, the hell, the drama that comes with supervising folks. I learned. And thank God, because of all those crazy lessons that I had to keep taking because I kept failing the test, I'm in a place now I can flow in my purpose without having to go through all that testing. Does that make sense? So if it's a lateral move and God is telling you to do it, there's something bigger than money. If he's telling you that's what, it's attached to something else. It's not attached to the money. It's not attached to that position. The lateral move is attached to something greater if God is telling you to do that. Okay? I hope that helped. Wow, God has told me to take everything in prayer, and I have not totally done this regularly. Thank you both so much. You know we got you, girl. You know God loves you. Lindsay, that's funny. I just got an opportunity to start doing case management. Look at you. Look at you. Look at y'all. Confirmation Jesus. Y'all crying. We crying with you.
I ain't crying.
Cause you so mean. You don't compliment me. That resonated. That resonated. Thank you so much. You welcome, Sandy. I wish I could. Let me see. I'm gonna try your last name, Sandy. Kasangba. That sounds sexy. Kasangba. Am I saying it right? I probably just butchered it.
She said great.
Yeah. Where are you from, Sandy? Carissa, good. Y'all, I'm hot. Oh, man. He told me his game starts at 8:30. He was like, okay, we're gonna do this live because my game started at 8:30.
Already, yeah.
And it's 8:52.
Y'all better come
See,
on.
when God is in it, you forget about some game.
You from Central African Republic.
Wow, Central African Republic.
Okay.
Is this your first time watching us live or watching our videos? Let us know. All right, you guys, we're gonna get ready to go because I got purpose to do. I want y'all to use that when someone. Wait! I gotta share this with y'all. No offense if you are an AKA or Delta. No offense.
I wouldn't share it.
No, you don't want me to share it?
I wouldn't share it. This ain't the time.
Okay, I'll wait. But if someone comes into your space and try to distract you from your purpose, all you gotta do is say, I gotta go. I'm not interested, or I can't go. I gotta go and be about my purpose. I gotta go be my purpose, do my
She
purpose.
said no, she knows very well. Linda L, I'm not going for nobody. Ever since Michael Jordan went out the league, that's it, Linda. I don't have no NBA team. But you know what, Linda? I think I'm gonna go with.
You said all that to say, you
Yeah.
know what, Linda?
I think I'm gonna go with the Phoenix Suns. I want Chris Paul to win the championship. I really do. I want him to win the championship. So, oh well.
I gotta go be about my purpose. I'm taking me a shower. I said I want to go to bed early, but
I told her she ain't going to bed. Once you grab a hold of that purpose, man, you don't get no rest.
I got stuff to do. Y'all got stuff to do because it's gonna help.
Oh,
a
you
lot of
too,
people.
Linda L. That's what I'm talking about. See?
For real?
Yeah, she going for him. Yeah.
Okay, Sandy. I don't know why I've never. You've been on live too, because I would have remembered your last name, boo. I believe God is leading me to Texas, and now I have a promotional interview. I'm feeling I should take it if offered, even if it's only for a few months. Any thoughts on this?
Confirmation. You need confirmation. You need some confirmation.
Listen, I thought I was going to be moving to Baltimore.
Don't go there.
I thought
Just tell her she
I
need
thought
to pray
God
in
was
with
sending
confirmation,
me-
babe.
Go to your game. I thought I was going to Baltimore.
You
I could
pushing
have
me
sworn
out of
was God telling me to go to Baltimore.
But that was God telling you to go to Baltimore for a reason.
I had to apply for a job, y'all. For those who
Not the
know
way you thought.
for those who know our story, I had applied for this awesome job and got it. I applied for, the school. Hadn't heard anything. I went there, found out it wasn't God at all.
She got their rats was running all over
Come
the
back,
place.
and it wasn't God. So I said all that to say, make sure you obey. I said all that to say, make sure you obey. Don't try to maneuver. Don't try to manipulate. Don't try to do it your way because it makes sense. Usually God's way don't make sense. Lean not into your own understanding.
For such a time as this.
For such a time as this,
For such a time as this.
do what he has told you to do, even if it doesn't make sense. Because at the end, when Jesus say, put the mud on your eye so you can see, what? Go around the wall, Jericho, and I want you to scream loud so the wall can find, what? He tell you to do some crazy, go dip in the water.
For such a time as this is going to be your personal opportunity to go through your process of learning how to hear God for yourself, know how to get confirmation from God for yourself, so that way you will know when God is speaking to you. And you don't even have to search for any validations of anyone or any advice. You can go to God for yourself and you can have that one-on-one contact communication with God. And then that way you will understand, because where you are now, you're going to have to learn this on your own. We can tell you, but we really wouldn't even be in the spirit if we tell you anything else besides go to God and ask God.
We can share our
We
testimony.
can share testimony.
We can tell you what happened
But
to us.
that doesn't mean,
But at the end of the day,
Right.
obey.
because it doesn't mean because we share testimony with you, it's not saying that you supposed to do exactly what our testimony was for us. That's for us. This is for you.
Yep.
Okay? And when you do this, don't have nobody in your ear. If you need to consecrate yourself 3 or 4 days from talking to anybody on the phone, texting anybody, or even looking at the TV, just get with God for yourself, get by yourself, and kind of cut some communication off for right now, okay? So you can hear God clearly for yourself. Because if you start to ask other people what do they think, they're gonna only give you their opinion on what they feel, okay, and what they believe. And that's not what you want to do, especially when you are at a brink of making a decision. You want to make sure that this is God telling you to do it, And you don't need your mama in your ear, your sister, your cousin in your ear. You don't need nobody, your boyfriend, friend boy, girlfriend, people you hang out with. No. You need to get before God for yourself, and you need to kind of cut yourself off for right now, just temporarily. It can be 2 days, 24 hours, 7 days. It's just the fact of getting people out your ear and getting people who can distract you, getting away from those things that has also can distract you. And you get with you and God by yourself, okay? And you wait on God to answer. I don't care how long it takes. You wait on God to answer.
Don't you move.
Don't move until you hear God's voice clearly and you know it's Him. Okay?
You don't know what to do? Don't do nothing.
Don't do nothing.
Just pray. Come here, what you talking about? Make what a shirt? Oh, shirt. Oh, shucks.
Something
Make
that
that
you
into
said.
a shirt. What I said?
I don't know what you said something.
What I said, Camille? So we can get up out of here.
You were rhyming or something.
Truth. All right. I don't think we have any more questions, and he's trying to get to his game. She said,
We love you for such a time as this.
She said, thank you so much. You're welcome, y'all. It was good to be able to come on here and chit chat with y'all. We haven't talked to y'all in a minute.
And you know what? For such a time as this, you need to change that name. For such a time as this, I'm blessed. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, I forgot.
Change that.
You talking about I forgot.
Change that. Change that. For such a time as this,
Tell them.
you leave yourself too open for this. Too open. That's a whole lot of trials and tribulation for such a time as this. No. For such a time as this, I am blessed.
That's a long
Okay,
word.
I don't care.
Blessings on the journal venture. Yes, you guys are going with me. Continue to keep me in prayer. Listen, I know that what this is for is not for just me.
Love.
It's for so many people that's
She love
really
y'all.
want to be blessed by this. I'm telling y'all, if you add another level of the way that you pray, God has given us different languages from different countries. That means that people come to Him in all different languages to speak to Him, those who have a relationship with Him. Don't tell me that God is saying you only can pray one way to Him. Somebody was talking about something about New Age crap. And I was like, went off. And I think they unsubscribed. Thank you, Jesus. Just because I'm saying that I pray written prayers, I verbally pray. You telling me that's a new age? Ain't nothing new under the sun. God is the originator and enemy is the perverter.
Yep.
If that's my method that worked for me, obviously God is saying that's going to be the same method that's going to work for other people
That's
too.
right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
New age. The reason why people have issues with new age and old age or whatever is because they don't have the truth. See, counterfeits, you can spot counterfeits from a mile. You know why? Because you should know the truth, the real thing. When you're working in money and in the government, they don't show you all the counterfeits out there. No. They show you the real thing. So if you know the real thing, when a counterfeit comes, you know that's new age. Whatever you want to call it, when a counterfeit comes, you know that's the devil because you know the truth. You know the real thing. So this is what it's not just about a book. This is about getting closer to God. Things change in prayer. I don't care if you're on your knees. I don't care if you're on the throne. I don't care if you walk in the street. When you pray without ceasing, do you think I have time to stop my car and pull up on the side of the road and get on my knees and pray? If there's only one way to communicate with my God, understand. When God tells me to write something for my future husband, and I write that thing down, come to find out, during the times and dates I put on there, he was going through.
Yep.
You telling me that's a new age? What? Girl, please. You're crazy.
They don't know the true living God.
Do it your way. But I'm telling you, there's more than one way.
Yeah.
Y'all, you telling me I have to close my eyes get on my knees,
Get on your knees.
and pray.
Bow down.
How you do that and pray without ceasing? I don't have if some fool is about God forgive me, if some idiot is about to come to me,
Put that macaroni and cheese in.
I don't have time to be talking about wait a minute, let me just get on my knees and pray. No, Lord help me in Jesus' name, amen. What? So yes, these journals are going to be a blessing to so many people. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. That's not for me. God didn't tell me I need to be worried about that. He told me to do it. And whenever he tells me to release it, that's what I'm going to do. Whoever is for it, he does the rest. That's not my lane.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in my lane.
Stay in your lane.
So thank you guys for the support and your love and your prayers. They're coming together.
And every last one of y'all better buy her prayer journal. I know that, y'all.
It's not mine, it's yours.
Every last one of y'all, I got all y'all in there. Every last one of y'all I got y'all right here. I got you right here. Not for real, y'all. I'm just playing.
And we're going to be giving some away too. You know what? One more thing, baby. We're going to go. You remember that giveaway that we did? I'm going to tell you. I'm getting ready to bust y'all bubble. See, when people don't invest money, they don't invest their time. They're just going to get it and let it sit. Out of all the 7 people that we gave away courses to, 2 people have actually taken advantage of those courses. More people bought the courses and they enrolled and they're actually in the courses, they're asking questions. The free ones, see how y'all do?
Some people work for it.
When you don't invest in it, and there's some people who came and say, Marshall, something came up, but I'm getting ready to do it. I understand that. But there's some people, you just wanted something, I'm just saying, baby.
Yeah.
You just wanted something free. You got it. You didn't have to work for it. You didn't have to spend your money on it. And it's just, you know how many people who actually paid for the course would have loved to have that free one?
And it's just amazing. I was just gonna say that's why we wonder why God don't bless us. Sometimes we like, okay, God, why you didn't bless us? Because I know you. I know you're not gonna do the right thing. I know you're gonna waste it. I know you are not. It's not. It doesn't mean anything because you didn't put no hard work into it. We want things. We want things to come to us, but we're not willing to work for it. You know, and that is the reason why. You know, that now I understand, not now, but I've been understood that, son, you got to work for things. Because you only appreciate something more is when you put the time into it to get it. But those who get it free, they don't appreciate it because they ain't put nothing in it.
Divine's like that. I mean, we're all like that, but as a
Yeah,
child,
Divine's
we're
like, yep.
When she wants something,
Yeah. And she worked for it.
and she worked for it,
Yeah.
and she has to spend her
Yeah.
money, she still has it.
Yep.
When mommy and daddy buy her something, where is it, Divine?
I don't know.
What you mean? I really wanted it, and I got it. Where is it, Divine? I don't know. Where is that dinosaur that you purchased? It's in there working. Where's that car that you purchased? It's in. You see what I'm saying? That's how we operate. If we don't invest
And
something,
that's our nature.
That's our nature.
That is our
But
nature.
we're still gonna do a giveaway,
Right.
despite of. But I'm just letting y'all know we had more people purchase courses, the financial courses, the
Yeah.
Let's Get Deeper courses, doing the giveaway. They're actually going through, paid for it, and the people who got it free,
There's only 2.
out of 7, y'all. Y'all do the math.
All right.
All right.
That got to go.
I'm gonna read the rest. Go ahead, babe.
You got something else?
If I could recommend people check out the financial courses, the heart is what matters. Many of songs with prayers. Why can't we write to pray? You can, boo. Some people just so religious. You can, and to me, my opinion and my experience, I am close. I feel like I'm close. I can get everything out the way I can. I can talk to God more so from the heart. For some reason, when I'm writing, that's just the way my intimacy with Him, versus verbally. I don't know why. Everything that's in me comes out in my writing. God creates us differently. It may not work for somebody else, but for Marshall,
Everything come out of me verbally.
verbally. Marshall, I'm a writer. I get it all out and I'm healed. I'm fine. That's just how I am. God blesses me. I see what I prayed for. A couple of years later, I go back and it's been answered. Do you know how that increases your faith? Great divine conversations. God's overflowing blessings be with you both. Thank you, Carissa. Amen. Come on. God is infinite. He is vast. What makes anyone think he can't give instructions beyond the 66 books? He can, baby. He even gave us instructions that's not even in books. I could barely speak and breathe when I had COVID. So yes, there is more than one way. That's right. And think about those who can't speak. I was looking for one. I'll get one. Looking for what, Latrice? What I said? I was looking for one. Okay. Oh, journal. Power journal. Rita, we hear you. Because people can be praying out loud in vain because their heart is to be seen and heard. When you praying in your prayer closet, ain't nobody hear what you're praying. Those are the ones that God hears. Many are spectators. Spectators. Thank you. Just to see if it's for real. I know.
What?
I was talking to my daughter about this today. Good night and thank you. You're so welcome. The prayer journal. Okay. Thank you guys.
All right, I'm
Love
done.
you. See you later. Good night. See y'all later. And he gone. He ain't pushed the button. Love y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Goodbye.
Bye bye.